Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're headed to the Goodwill bins to see what we can find, upcycle, and style in our home decor. And I want to thank Squarespace for sponsoring today's video.
What are these pieces over here? Some very large artwork. It was on clearance for $20. Oh my gosh. It was originally $80 at Hobby Lobby, I think. I think I'm gonna get these. I like that they're both the same size. Just if I want to make some large scale artwork. I don't want them like this, but I could repaint them. I could add something to them. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get these. I cut some pieces of drop cloth down to the size that I needed, and I grabbed my Gorilla Glue spray adhesive and sprayed my piece just a little bit at a time, putting the drop cloth on top and smoothing it out. I much prefer this because with the spray adhesive you can kind of smooth out all of the drop cloth wrinkles and every part is attached to the surface, whereas hot glue is a little bit harder and you can see the little hot glue bumps and ridges through the fabric. So I just continue to spray and flatten out my fabric until both of the pieces were covered. And once it was dry, I took my scissors and just trimmed off all of the excess drop cloth fabric. And of course, you know, I took my sandpaper and hit all the edges to give the fabric a little bit of a distressed edge look. This is IOD's Rose Botanical Transfer. It's one of their brand new transfers. It is 8 pages of gorgeous flowers, you guys. And they come in all kinds of different shapes, sizes, and colors. So you can do so much with this one transfer book. I have 2 large pieces of artwork, so I chose 2 full-size transfers. These are some beautiful pink and white florals, and they really try to fill up the page with stuff. And so there's lots of different typography on here, which I do not want that all over my floral, so I'm going to cut it out. I am going to use some of it for this project, but I'm definitely saving it for other projects as well because I just love adding a touch of typography in my pieces. I figured out how I want everything laid out, and then I like to tape it down with some painter's tape so nothing moves. You're going to remove the white backer from your transfer, and then you're going to put it on your fabric. If you have not transferred on fabric before, it's really not difficult. I like to rub it on and then kind of pull up. So rub and pull, rub and pull. I find that is the easiest way to get transfers off quickly. And I'm not going to seal this. If you want to, you can, but it's artwork. Nobody's going to be touching it. Also, sealing it will kind of change the look of it. I did some artwork like this in the girls' bathroom 3 years ago, and it still looks great. I would not recommend putting a transfer on a pillow or a chair or something that the fabric is going to be moving around. This floral transferred beautifully onto the fabric. You just want to kind of gently go around with your finger, push down, just make sure it is all attached to the fabric. Look how beautiful this looks. All I have left to do is add the typography. Y'all, even though this is small type, it still transfers really great onto fabric. I just want to add one more little thing to this piece. So I grabbed my Dixie Belle gold gilding wax, and I also had some thumbtacks in my stash. They were silver. I wanted them gold, so we're going to make them gold, and I'm just going to take a hammer and nail them straight in since this is a piece of wood. All right, I have one more piece of artwork that I want to make. This has been in my stash forever, and when I bought it, I knew exactly what I wanted to do to it, and I've just never done it, but today is the day. So I'm sorry if this breaks some of y'all hearts, but the first thing I'm going to do is cut this pattern off of the little frame, the wooden frame. I cut some drop cloth to size. I'm going to turn it over and I'm just going to hot glue it around the wooden dowels. There is a little slit that you can put the fabric in there, but I just feel like hot gluing is going to be so much easier and so much faster. The thing I love about a transfer book is that all the pieces go together. So you can make your own home decor collection, and that is what I'm doing. I chose another floral
out of the Rose Botanical books. They had this little seed or something at the bottom. I just cut that out. And then I added some typography that I cut off the last transfer and put it on here. And you want something hard to push against, so I just threw a book behind here and that worked perfectly. I love the way this one came out on, I don't know what this is, like an embroidery thing, but it looks super cute as a frame. I'm going to be on the lookout for more of these, and I want my artwork to match the other one, so I'm going to take my Dixie Belle gold gilding wax and I'm going to turn these little silver pieces gold, and this collection will be done. I made these pieces for my teenage daughter's room. They were absolutely the perfect size for over her bed. I knew it when I picked up these pieces that they would be, and I was correct. I feel like this artwork looks like something you would find at a high-end boutique for probably $100 each. I just bought one transfer and I have so many more florals to use. I came in her room at night and she had her lamp on. It was a whole vibe, so I had to take some more pictures. This area right here is not finished. I need some wood to add another shelf. I'm going to paint the shelves, and then I wanted this artwork over here to tie into the artwork I put over her bed. So it's still a little bit of a work in progress. If you do not know what Squarespace is, it is an online hosting platform, and that is who actually hosts my e-commerce store, juliesdesignsandsigns.com. And whether you have an online store, a local business, if you just want to create a portfolio or blog or offer a service, Squarespace has so many different options to host your website. So Squarespace has everything that you need to grow your business online. You can create a website using their very easy to use templates, designer fonts, color palettes. You can easily create an e-commerce store, and you can also market your business by connecting your social accounts and by using their email campaigns. Squarespace is extremely user-friendly. Even if you have no designer background, they have all these templates for you to pick from. It is really so easy, you guys. So if you're interested in trying out Squarespace, y'all go to squarespace.com/juliesdesignsandsigns, and they are giving my viewers 10% off when you use code juliesdesignsandsigns, and I will have a link to everything in the description below for y'all. She looks interesting. Little hand painted face. Look how long she is. She has some stains, but she's so pretty. She probably was like holding a basket or something. I could probably find something to put in her hands. I can't leave her here. She has to come home with us. I decided instead of trying to clean her, I would just make her more dirty and just let the stains blend in. So I put a few tea bags in some water. You want to take the tea bags out before you put the piece in. That way the tea bags don't just sit on one spot and then cause a stain. And I just soaked her in there for a few minutes, took her out, and let her dry. She is looking great after her little tea bath. Kind of has a grungy look that I love, but we still need to fix her hands. So we're going to make something. I have a piece of drop cloth that has been tea stained and a little round doily, and I'm just going to hot glue these two pieces together. Then I'm going to trim off the drop cloth. I took two of the sides and folded them in a little bit and glued them down. Then I folded it in half and glued the sides together. I took this wooden curtain ring out of my stash, and I'm actually going to glue it about halfway in this little doily purse that I made. This is going to be the little handle for her purse, and I'm going to glue the wooden handle to her hands. Not only will it hide the issues, but now she has a doily purse. Isn't she absolutely the cutest? I just imagine her sitting in maybe a girl's bedroom or a shabby chic bedroom. And now that I've made this adorable doily purse, I feel like we definitely need to make some more. I have been so excited to try IOD's new Persephone mold, so let's do it. I grabbed some IOD air dry clay. I put it in the mold, and for these bigger molds like this, I like to take my brayer and just flatten everything out, make sure it is all pushed down. And I grabbed this large picture that has been in my stash forever. I just do not like the image on the front, so we're gonna cover it up. Now, I totally forgot to put cornstarch in my mold before putting the clay. That definitely helps it release from the silicone mold, but I didn't really have any issues getting this one off. It came out the mold pretty easily. Look how beautiful she is. I am super excited about this one. I grabbed some Gorilla Glue and I'm going to glue it down while the clay is still wet. That way it will dry to the curvature of my picture. I grabbed my Dixie Belle Sea Spray, which is a texture additive, and my Dixie Belle chalk paint in the color Terracotta. I added a good amount of Dixie Belle Sea Spray to my chalk paint. You're going to mix it up and it's going to give your paint even more texture. And it doesn't have to be chalk paint. You can add this additive to any kind of paint. It's definitely pretty thick, which is what I wanted. Also, when you add the sea spray, I find it sticks, your paint sticks so much better to the pieces. So what I'm going to do on the first layer is I'm going to stipple it and just create a lot of texture. I'm not going to put it on top of my mold because I don't want it to fill in all of the details, but I am going to go ahead and just put it around her neck. This will kind of fill in some of the cracks and add some texture right there. After my first layer dries, I'm going to come back with my second layer of the textured paint, and I'm going to do this back and forth motion around the picture. And what it is going to do is it's going to give us a texture similar to handmade pottery. And of course, I want her face to be the same color, but I am not using the textured paint for this. Like I said, I don't want it to fill in all the details. So I'm just coming in with the normal Dixie Belle terracotta paint for this. Okay, now it is time to take this picture to the next level. So I grabbed my Stylemaster brush. I dipped it in a little bit of paint. I'm using Fusion paint in the color Parchment, and I wiped off a lot of the paint. You just want a little bit of paint on your brush, and I am just going to lightly go over the piece, and that paint is going to hit all of the details, all of that raised texture we just created. There's no right or wrong way to do this. You just continue to go over your piece until you get the look that you want. And I did want it to be a little bit lighter, like a little bit more white on the bottom. So I went and I added more paint and kind of wiped and rubbed until I got the look that I wanted on the bottom of this piece. And to give it that old pottery look, like it's just been sitting outside forever, I took my Dixie Belle Gray Grunge and I wiped it on the piece. Now, normally I'll put a lot on and then wipe back the excess, but this time I went with a very small amount and also did a little bit of a dry brush technique where I just put it on the amount that I wanted, a lot in the highlights, and then I didn't have to wipe any back. And I just love the way everything looks after I put this Dixie Belle Gray Grunge wax on it. I really like the way that this picture came out. I feel like the IOD Persephone mold really lends itself to an old world look, and I feel like I accomplished that with this picture. Alright guys, I hope y'all enjoyed today's video. Leave a comment below. Let me know what was your favorite project. Of course, mine was the artwork that I made for my daughter's room. I'm having so much fun styling and decorating her room. And I just love how you can take one transfer book and do so many projects and even make a whole collection. I only use 3 transfers from that one book and it comes with 8 pages. If you didn't know, IOD came out with a whole new collection a few weeks ago. It is amazing. If you haven't seen it, I will leave a link in the description so y'all can check it out. We got lots of new paint inlays, transfers, molds, and stamps. And also, if y'all are not signed up for my newsletter, make sure you are, because I have something exciting coming next week. And a lot of times I have things happening in between my videos, so you may not know about it if you're not signed up for my newsletter. So make sure you sign up. I will leave a link to that in the description as well. And if you're interested in starting your own website, y'all go check out squarespace.com/Julie's Designs and Signs, and they are giving my viewers 10% off. And I will also have that linked in the description for y'all. Y'all have a great day. I will see y'all next week. I did not get to the hutch this week in my dining room, but hopefully, fingers crossed, next week I will have time to get to it. So I'll see y'all next week. Y'all have a great day. Bye, guys.